Hey, what's going on, guys? It's LuceyGoosey or Kyle, and welcome back to another video here on the channel with the Universal Pokemon League, going up with our Week 14 match versus Coach Hooby of the Kansas City Kartanas. I believe his team is officially out of playoffs by the time we play this game, but we obviously are still trying to fight for that #1 seed, or we're trying to keep it at least. If you guys don't know the story of Hooby, which I probably told it like a million times on the channel, you can go check back at Season 1 of the UPL. Hooby destroyed in Season 1 of the UPL. We allowed Shadow Tag Wobbuffet, we didn't really think it was broken, and I didn't think it was broken because I didn't know too much about it, and I didn't really do any research, but anyways, it was allowed. He had Shadow Tag Wobbuffet, he had Sheer Force Lando I, which he ended up dropping near the end of this season, but he went 11-0, played really well, not even necessarily winning games because of those Ubers, but because he just played really well with like Parting Shot, Parting Shot, Alolan Persian, Crobat, stuff like that. He did really well with and destroyed everybody. But by the time playoffs came around, we squeaked out with a 1 differential ahead of someone else and made playoffs. We were able to beat Hooby actually in the playoffs and end his undefeated season. So the tides have kind of turned for this match. Hooby hasn't had the greatest season too. Trying to drive sand is really tough, and you guys can see he has a bit of a sand team against us today. But yeah, Hooby hasn't had the greatest season. I think going into this match he was 6-7. That sounds about right to me. And we're obviously 9-4 going into this match. Week 14, only 2 weeks left, and their team is officially eliminated from playoffs. We didn't really know that at the time of our match. We might have memed out if we did, but we didn't end up memeing out. We ended up going serious. I'm bringing a Spike's Roserade lead because Spike's is really important in this match. It also is kind of a weird Roserade because it has a hidden tech. If he is a Calm Mind Suicune, I have Psych Up. I am speed creeping a max speed Suicune just in case, and I'm going to try to Psych Up those Calm Minds, kill it with the Leaf Storm, and proceed to have, you know, +3 or whatever he ends up having by the time he ends up finishing Calm Minding up, if he does happen to bring a Calm Mind Suicune. I'm bringing a Fire Emblem Z Salamence because I think it could help out in this match. Fire Emblem Z Fire Blast, by the way, it is special Salamence. I think I might have probably been better off going with the Dragonium Z, Draco Meteor, but I went with Fire Emblem Z just for Excadrill. I do have speed unless he is Scarfed or under Sand, so that's really important. Bringing a Fizz Def Tapu Fini this week as a good switch into the Excadrill. I think it also is a pretty good check to the Crawdaunt, so that's always important. And it can take decent hits from the Stoutland. Also having Haze just in case my Roserade set doesn't work and I can Haze off the Calm Mind from the Suicune. I have Calm Mind as well, and if I do want to Calm Mind up alongside the Suicune or Calm Mind up on something else, I can do that, except I don't really see myself really clicking Calm Mind that much in this game. It was just kind of a backup plan, so yeah. I don't want the Suicune to get out of hand, and so Calm Minding up alongside it might not be the best idea. Having a Dragon Dance Gyarados once more, basically the only Gyarados that I really know how to bring. I know a few other ones, but this one is a bulky Dragon Dance Gyarados. Having a lot of HP allows me to get up a Dragon Dance against anything on Hooby's team. Preferably, I'd like to get it up on the Crawdaunt, but I want to be Mega Evolved before I can switch into the Crawdaunt. It does get super powered though, so I have to be wary of that. It does get a few, actually, fighting type moves, so we have to be careful. But Crawdaunt does have a pretty good matchup against our team. But at +1 attack, +1 speed, we can basically OHKO every single thing on its team besides the Suicune. If he is a bulky Necrozma, then we can't OHKO that either. Yeah, Gyarados should be able to put in work. I also do have spikes in case he's Sash Excadrill that we can break the Sash on Excadrill. Getting up 2 layers of spikes at +2 will allow us to kill the Suicune, if I remember that correctly. If he is a Spadef Suicune, not if he's Fizdef. We're bringing a decently bulky Steelix with a little bit of attack investment because he has brought Gardevoir so far to every single match, kind of like we brought Rotom to every match. I think last match was the first time we didn't bring Rotom, and we're not bringing it again. But yeah, bringing a Chople Berry just in case he does bring the Gardevoir so that we can take the Focus Blast with a little bit of HP with Stealth Rush, Roar, Heavy Slam, Earthquake. Should be able to put in some decent work. He didn't end up bringing the Gardevoir, but we can still check things like the Noivern, which is really important. And lastly, we're bringing a Flame Orb Hariyama the first time. I think I'm actually bringing Flame Orb. I've brought Guts before, but never with the Flame Orb. And yeah, hopefully Bullet Punch and Close Combat can put in work for us in this game. Anyways, we're going to get into this match right here. I'm going to hit the play button, and it's time to go. So Necrozma is his lead. I'm going to lead off with Hariyama, go for the fake out, scout out the Necrozma. Doesn't seem to be that bulky. I'm going to see if he's leftovers, and he's not. And we're just going to go out into a pretty decent switch in with Solid Snake. So he does have the rocks, and I think I'm just going to go for my rocks here as well. I don't really have ways to remove hazards in this game, and I just go for the roar now, expecting the setup, and we're going to get Crawdaunt. Unfortunately, I would have taken any other thing that he brought besides the Crawdaunt, but we are going to get Crawdaunt, which means something's going to lose its item here. I would like to go Gyarados, but I don't think it's necessarily the best idea, so I'm going to go Tapu Fini because it's not a terrible play. Actually, no, I stay in. I want to scout out the damage, and it shows that he is pretty offensive, not banded though, so I'm going to go out into Fini expecting him to waterfall again, but he actually goes for the knockoff. Oh no, I am so wrong about this game. He goes for the waterfall. On this play, he goes for the knockoff, showing he actually outspeeds us and knocking off my Aguav berry, which I hate because I wanted that tech to work, having that 25% berry. He's going to go Suicune, expecting him to Calm Mind. I'm going to Calm Mind as well, showing I am faster. So I can win this Calm Mind war, but now that I think about it, I don't really want to. So I am going to go for another Calm Mind, as his Hidden Power, or Grass, or Electric, whichever one it was, is going to do a lot of damage, which means I can't really do much to the Suicune. Actually, I messed up there. I can't really do much to the Suicune because I was one more Spadef ahead of it, and it was still going to be able to two-shot me, and I don't have my reliable recovery. It would have helped if I was a Guava Berry, but I wasn't, because I got knocked off. If I was a Guava Berry when he went for that Hidden Power Electric, we would have been able to 1v on the Suicune, but I decided to go for the Heyyy after this turn, because if I would have Calm Minded up again, yes, we could have lived one, but I decided to Heyyy just because it's going to make Suicune less useful in this match. I could have just went for the Moonblast and then psyched up that stuff, but I didn't want to risk missing a Leaf Storm and lose the game because of it. So Suicune is going to switch out on my, I believe, Spikes. No, I went for Sludge Bomb. I probably should have went for Spikes there, but we are going to get the crit Poison, which is unfortunate, but it was going to two-shot anyways, so it's not a big deal in the match. So he does go out in the Noivern, and I realize now that without Tapu Fini, I don't have the greatest switch-ins, especially because Steelix is so worn down. But I am going to go Steelix, hoping I can live 2 Hurricanes, but we're going to see right here that he is really offensive, and he's actually going to be able to hit KOs with his Hurricane, meaning that I'm not in the best position. Now I go out into Hariyama bluffing that I'm going to be able to kill this Noivern. I was hoping he would take the bluff and not calc. I'm just going to go for Fake Out here, and basically I have to sack something off. So I'm going to Fake Out, sack off Roserade, and then come back in, Fake Out Bullet Punch is my plan. But if he does switch out, then we are put in a good position. And we're actually going to get him to switch out, which is really nice because we are going to click the Fake Out right here on the Suicune. See that it's not super Fizz Death, and I think I just go for the close combat, expecting to do a lot of damage. No, I go for the knockoff, and then on this play, we're just going to go for our switch out into Roserade because it can't really do much, and he's just going to Scald. I don't believe he gets the burn, and we're going to click the Leaf Storm here just to ensure the kill. I felt like the Bullet Punch was still important because it was my only check to Noivern because he outsped everything else. And now I see an opportunity for Gyarados to maybe be able to win this game. So he comes out in the Stoutland, he goes for the return, and I think this is the best time to set up. But I don't want to make sure, I want to make sure this thing isn't Choice Scarfed right now. So I'm going to go out into my Salomon, scout for the Choice Scarf, go for Roost, expecting him to be Choice Scarf, but he's actually banded. So we're going to find that out right here, and I'm just going to go for the Dragon Pulse, expecting to die. Just get a little bit more chip damage, and we actually get a decent play there. So he's going to kill our Spyro with the Iron Head, and I know that my Gyarados can set up now and win the game. Unless he's carrying some secret tech on his Excadrill, I can go for the Dragon Dance right here, outspeed a Stoutland on the following turn, and this should be good to go. We just click Waterfall here. We do kill the Stoutland, and he's going to go out into his Scarfed Excadrill, go for the Earthquake, and we have enough bulk investment to live pretty handily, actually, and go for the Waterfall on the Excadrill. So, decent game plan. I think it worked out really well. Mega Gyarados has put in the work these last couple games, and I think I've really learned how to use Gyarados to its best of its ability. We have one more regular season game left before the playoffs. We're at 10-4 at this point. I'd really like to finish 11-4. That would put us at, I think, number 4 in the league, which would be really nice. I think this team has potential to do really well in the playoffs. Unfortunately, I just don't really like the team as it is now, so I believe it was after this match that I decided to make 2 changes, or actually last match I did these changes. I dropped my Rhydon for Sliggoo, and I traded Kofagrigus for Comfey. So we do have another fairy on the team with Comfey, and we have Sliggoo now. So the reason why I went with Comfey is because I really struggle offensively versus fast dragon types, as you guys saw in this game. With Noivern offensively, we really struggled to deal with it, and defensively as well. So what Comfey allows me to do is to pressure it with Draining Kiss. That is also the same with a couple of other things like Dragonite and a couple of other things. I can't remember all of them, but Comfey does allow us to do that. And then as far as Sliggoo goes, I have a feeling I'm going to have to face Sir Hawthorne at some point in the playoffs, and if you guys remember the last match against him, his Superior shredded through our team, and so what Sliggoo is going to allow us to do is to check like fast grass mons that are going to be putting a lot of pressure on our team, like Decidueye, and a couple of other things like Superior and Tapu Bulu, stuff like that. Sliggoo is going to be a nice switch into. So that is going to be our Week 14 match. I'll see you guys for the Week 15 match, but that's going to do it. So hopefully you guys did all enjoy. I'm out for now. Peace.